If you're using AI, have it write that first draft, but then use that as a reference while you're then rewriting it in your own words because you want to sound like you consistently.
Let's talk just for like 1 minute, because everyone's going to ask about, AI. And can I have AI write all my emails? Can I have AI write all my sales pages? And I do think that it's helpful. It's definitely helpful for me to get over writer's block, to be like, these are the key points I want to hit. This is the, whatever, outline, to give you an outline, something to start with. But what's your opinion on just like copying and pasting straight from AI? And what do we need to do to really make it our own?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Please don't ever copy and paste directly from it. I totally understand it is a helpful tool to use, but you want to sound like you consistently. I think that a lot of times AI's it's so hard because a lot of times when I think about AI as a copywriter, it's like I used to have a skill that a lot of people didn't have. Like they had their own skill in what they were an expert at, but words was like what I was an expert at. And now it makes it accessible for everybody, which is great. But at the same time, I think there was that lack of knowledge between knowing how to effectively communicate and then again, putting your ideas down on paper. So a lot of things that I see with AI lack depth, like being specific. A lot of times it's like more fluffy. It's kind of just repeating the same thing without saying anything. And then the other thing is that it doesn't sound like you. So I think if you're using AI, have it write that first draft, but then use that as a reference while you're then rewriting it in your own words because you want to sound like you consistently. People hire people. So if it's very like buttoned up, has a bunch of language you would never say, and it's good enough, which is a lot of times what we see now is everything's just good enough. But I think what it needs to be is more you, and that's what's going to truly make you stand out. So yeah, you can use it, just strip away the stuff that you would never say. If you read it out loud too, reading out loud, and I actually, I haven't even really shared this yet, but I just found this new tool. I'm sure it's AI, but in Google Docs, which is what I write in, you can have it read it back to you and you can change the voice. So sometimes I experiment with that and it's like, oh, that doesn't flow, or, ooh, I would never say that, things like that. So you can truly like have it read it out loud to you if you don't want to read it out loud to yourself. But catching those kind of things that you would never write, never say, don't really sound like you, and then rewriting those. But yeah, writing it in your own voice, I think, is really important.
Yeah. I think the other thing it lacks too is like empathy. It hasn't met with your clients. It hasn't really heard them in their, not just in their words, but in their tone of voice, in their body language. Like doesn't know that piece of it. And so sometimes I think that when I read things that have been written by AI, I'm like, it's getting the main points, it's breaking it down well. And if I'm trying to synthesize something and give somebody just like information, great. But if I'm really trying to like connect and, build a form of trust with my reader, then this isn't really going to work.
Yeah. I do think it needs you. Again, it kind of goes back to the very first thing that we talked about, which is like people are hiring you because of you. There are thousands of other people who are doing exactly what you're doing. So what makes you stand out? It's who you are as a person. It's your voice. It's your stories. It is you. And those small stories, those ways that you can be specific throughout your copy, like that is what is going to make you stand out. That is what's going to make them want to work with you over everybody else.
Hey, sorry to interrupt, but if you are a health or wellness professional and you haven't yet checked out The Wellness Vault, you're missing out. The Wellness Vault is a content hub for coaches who create their own plans and programs for their clients, run workshops, create digital guides, and so much more. You can now do all of this in a fraction of the time so you can focus on your clients and grow your business faster than ever with more you time. The link to The Wellness Vault is in the show notes, so go sign up for your free trial today. Thank you for watching this short clip. To watch or listen to this episode in its entirety, view the description below. See you next time.